Alright, a little more POFV for your viewing pleasure. Okay. So I have everything set up. By the way, chat, I have, what do you call it? Actually, I'll explain that. I'll talk about that in a bit. But so last time I played this, I did Reimu and Marisa's story. You know, obviously I'm playing this right now because Touhou 19 is on the way. I'd like to have, you know, touch on this because there's a lot about this game I don't know because I don't play it very often to at all, and I've always had technical issues with it. So, you know, but this is it's a pretty cool game. It's a pretty cool game. So next we're going with Sakuya. We're going with Sakuya. Let's get into it. Hold on. Because of the nature of this game, I'm not playing it. I'm playing it on the recording. I usually don't do that for Touhou. The weather has become warmer. Oh, damn it. Froggy forgot the spring and he's still sleeping. Dude, Chino, you're the first boss for all three of these characters. When I freeze the frog, he goes to sleep and doesn't wake back up. Fun. Hello, are you okay, Chino? Fun. Yeah, it's fun. More fun than looking at creepy flowers. Whoa, it spins. No, so, what was I saying? See, I usually play Touhou games with, like, VSync, fake full screen. Because I like having as much real estate on my screen as possible to see things. But I don't really need that for this game, so I can play it on the recording and kind of check chat. Because it's like, I'm not really playing, like, I'm not playing this game for a 1cc. I'm just kind of playing it casually to get the story. I don't care about the 1cc. But when I play Touhou games, obviously I had to pay a little more attention to them to make sure I know what's going on and I can actually, like, get something out of it, sort of deal. But not this one. This one is just lax. See? Very lax. So lax, I forgot how to play the game in that 1 grand second. Alright then. Should you continue to torment frogs, you will find yourself in a regrettable situation with a frog yokai someday. Well, she's half right. She's half right. Not a frog yokai, but a frog-loving god, maybe. Seldom are the times that I travel through this area during the day. The realization of its beauty had not dawned upon me. Spring breeze, tell me, what is tomorrow's dish and tonight's dish too? There's no need to ask the spring breeze. The entree tomorrow will be fried bird. Very smug of you. Tonight's dish is human-made. See, my perception of Mistia is always going to be because of Mistia's izakaya. I just can't imagine that silly little goober with a violent bone in her body. Not her. Oh, I see now. Killing the ghosts. Yeah, look, killing the ghosts makes things fly back to their opponent. Kind of neat. Whoops. How does it decide which one goes back? You know, there's a lot about this game that I just don't think makes a lot of sense immediately to me, but it doesn't really matter, because eventually I win. Eventually I win. Mysterious Jack. Mysterious Jack, huh? To be honest, I'm not even sure if level 4s are worth it. Well, I should make haste. Special bows don't get sent back. Are you sure? I could have swore I just saw knives come from that ghosty goo. Above the clouds, there is nothing that appears out of place. You're actually coming all the way above the clouds. How novel. The belief that some information could be ascertained here brought me to these heights. Can't find anything up here, huh? How could you possibly find clues about the flowers way up here? Travel across the board to the other side. Well, aren't they coming from the ghosts? Oh no, they just... What the hell? I don't understand this fucking game, man. What? Whatever. It's fine. I don't have to understand it. I can still play it. Nothing needs to be known. Oh, interesting. If you freeze a ghost, and don't kill it, it explodes into bullets at you. Very interesting. Does it affect what's sent back at all, or no? Blast. Blast. Lyrica solo live. Lyrica would be the only one capable of having a concert like that. Oops. Just because she has no like the other two would throw emotions all out of whack, but not Lyrica. As ever, much noise resounds at these heights. However, no flowers are in bloom. Time to depart. See, I feel like when I say it like that, it sounds like Lyrica's music is boring, but it's not that it's boring. It's just that when she plays it, it doesn't literally affect your soul. You know, it's like, you know, you play jazz. It's called soul music, right? Well, in Lunasa Merlin's case, it literally affects your soul and stirs up your emotions. But Lyrica doesn't have anything like that, so her music is just like, you know, it's just music. The house is always so dark. The Sky Level Mansion's a few windows, but even it is better than this. Japanese houses don't have any lights that you can switch on. That's why it's dark in here. So what did you come here for? I have come looking for clues. Is that true? No, it can't be true. I mean, look at all the lights on the wall. I need to know the mystery before you get a hint. Lyrica's hair has always been this color. I don't know why, but for some reason, at some point, fans decided Lyrica had brown hair, and Lyrica had brown hair. Like, I'm pretty sure she has... I don't remember if she has brown hair in Hopeless Masquerade. But she's had this, like, bright-ass hair since her debut, and then at some point it became brown, and people just kept it brown. It's a very weird change. Because, like, Satori is an interesting one, because Satori his hair is basically purple in her debut game. But then people decided that her hair was pink. Koishi's hair is also interesting because Koishi's hair is very bright. Like, Koishi's hair is still green, but it's very bright. But later iterations of Koishi and fan works of Koishi all make her hair a lot clearer that it's green. Oh shit, I forgot about Lily. First mistake was entering this house at the wrong time of day. Even if there are flowers that cannot be seen. Why did you come in here anyway? Like, you're invading private property, okay? Whenever I find myself, flowers can be found all around. If events continue as they are, I might never understand the reason. What's wrong? You also looking for the culprit? See, all three of these characters are really just running around looking at flowers, and then they reach Higan, and Eiki's like, time for a lesson. No, I simply thought the flowers looked nice. Are you a bee or something? What? What? What, Marissa, what? Was that supposed to be some kind of clapback? Alright, no, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine, dude. What did she mean by this? Sakuya Bizuyaoi. You can enjoy flowers without being a bee. Come on now. Illusion Star. Whoops. That's going alright. I don't know what the items do, to be honest with you. The only one I know for sure is like the yellow one with the G on it gives you 4 gauge. I think one of them automatically activates a free attack, but I don't know what the other ones do. If all that I do is fly in circles, I will never find my destination. Alright. They're gauge related. See, I'm pretty sure the way it works in PODD is whenever an attack is used, it increases the level of the attack, right? Which makes it more chaotic. But each player, when they activate it, like builds up the bar, like total bar. I remember that in PODD. I think it capped at like 16 or something. But I don't remember the specifics to what it changed. There's a lot of shit going on in these games that doesn't properly explain itself. You see how right now it says 1 and 1, but like it goes up by 1 every time you do like a certain action, and then like makes the game, I guess, get more chaotic. Lost in the bamboo forest. You've been passing to the same spot for a while now. It felt as if there was some small change. As if I were coming closer to the source of this flower incident. Flower, are you lost in the bamboo forest? If you want to get out, then do exactly as I say. I'm hoping 19 makes sense. Well, here's the thing. Somebody will probably like... Some people love this game, right? And I'm sure some people would probably say some shit like, oh no, the game's really easy if you understand it. And then you ask them to explain it, and they give you like multiple paragraphs. Like, if you need multiple paragraphs to explain how a game works, it's not that easy. Requires some research, dude. There are obviously games that take a lot of like practice and understanding to really get it. Things like Mahjong and Shogi, right? Those are, and like chess, those are all games that you need to know what's really going on to get them. But for a video game, I don't know, man. It's like imagine like how in GOSV. In GOSV, when there's the tutorial book is right there at the start of the game, and you click that shit and there's like 17 individual articles with multiple pages on them. And like all of that is important to playing the game. But in GOSV, you learn as you go. But in a game like this, it's kind of like you need to... Maybe you don't need to, but it wants you to know as much as possible before you even like get the ball rolling. So when you start the game and this happens, you're just like, do I dodge? Do I shoot? What's going on? I don't even know. What's happening? Whoa! Whoa! Ah! I thought I was winning, and now I'm not winning, but I'm not losing either. This game makes no fucking sense sometimes. I stand by that. I think it's pretty fun, though. But I think it's kind of silly. It's a little silly. Goes all over the place. Nothing wrong with that, though. Hey, Tay, you want to do me a favor and, like, finally get hit? You've been sitting on 1 HP for the better part of a minute. Oh, that's a good start. The AI in this game is kind of dumb. Like, it's a bit unrealistic, to say the least. It's extremely unrealistic. But I guess this is the best way you can do it? I mean, I showed off the lunatic AI versus the lunatic AI. Yeah, what the hell does more Touhou like mean for this kind of game? Do you think maybe the game's story mode will have like stage portions and then the boss fight will be a head-to-head instead of just a bunch of head-to-heads? I kind of hope that isn't the case, because with as many characters as there are, that either means A, there's going to be a lot of stages. There's going to be a lot of stages to go through, which means a lot of bosses you have to fight, which means a lot of stages to go through. But because designing original stages for every single situation like that is not going to happen, it means most of the stages, if they exist, are going to be predetermined, or not predetermined, but like just... No, I was never lost at all. However, if I take some pretty fortune, perhaps it's to grasp my goal. Okay, let me try and say that again. So, either every route has every character has a unique stage, which you could do that, or everything is just like kind of 18.5, where you get a bunch of patterns that can appear in a stage, and they combine with each other, and it kind of gets like that. In which case, I don't want that, because I don't like that. I really don't like that. But I would rather it just be head-to-head boss fights than that. any semblance to 18.5's gameplay, like the way it does stages, I don't want that. I don't. There are mountains I have never before visited. Never did I know a Suzerain field bloomed here. This is the first time we're seeing medicine. Perhaps this shall be a piece of cake. A piece of cake? Are you saying that I should make some poison cake? Ah, there is someone here. Wow, you are small. That's right. Since this place is full of Suzerain, you can make as much poison as you want. Why is Suzerain so poisonous? Poison, you see, if it's too strong, it's immediately cleaned out. But with a small amount, it will circulate through the whole body before you realize it. The most fearsome poison is one that slowly deteriorates the body and then the mind. If that's the way it is, then would sake be the best poison? Hee hee hee. You're so lucky you will sleep in this field of Suzerain. That would be because of a lucky rabbit that I had found. Although since you brought it up, I do feel the need to sleep. The Suzerain field is enveloped in a faint poison. Naturally, these flowers are poisonous. Is this because I took so long before retiring last night? I should settle this matter with haste. How can you be so perfectly fine amidst a poison? Aha! You can't tell just by looking? I'm neither alive nor dead. Alice, how can Sakuya take this poison? I'm a doll that's been thrown away. This poison is nothing more than fancy cosmetics to me. Sakuya has gone against human nature a few times, huh? Like, this extremely lethal poison, not going insane while looking at the full moon. Oh, right. Her gimmick is she creates poison spots that slow your movement down. Which is just... It's just swell, dude. I don't know why I said Alice. Maybe it's because I was looking at medicine. They look like bellflowers. Also, the way this one's layered is kind of weird. It's like, chat, if I'm looking at the stage correctly, well, I can't see it now, but I'm pretty sure the flower field is, the flower field's down there, and then the white, like, the white shit on top is like the poison just sitting up there, yeah? Something like that. I honestly can't tell. There's like 2 layers of things going on here. Also, Sakuya's focus speed does not really move focus speed. Oh. There's no difference in her speed when she focuses. Like, at all. Now I'm wondering if that was the case for Reimu and Marissa. I don't even remember. Oh, shit. Well, this is a location that's not used in Touhou very much at all because it's literally just a field of poisonous flowers. They spawned off screen. They spawned off screen and only 2 knives showed up. That's a little cringe. Hold on. The poison is helping me, if you can believe it. Get the hell out of here. I can barely see myself, but it's okay. I don't need to see myself, because I already know where I am, in my mind of mine, my heart of hearts. I stopped looking at myself. Does Lily come down at random times, or is it a predetermined time every time? Get that out of my face. 1:15 she came down. Keep that in mind, chat. Keep that in mind. Another level 4 cancel, okay. Hey, at least the poison doesn't do chip damage or anything like that. I gotta start paying attention to the shit next to me. Another big cancel. Any day you want to get hit, Medicine. You can't dodge that. There's no way you could dodge that. I was looking at your screen when that shit went on there. This field is dangerous. I shall depart with all due haste. Ah, geez. It'll take some time to repair this body. Ultimately, it is a poison that takes effect immediately, not more useful than a gradual one. That might be so. Then how about drinking some of this for me? What would this be? A belladonna drink. Who would drink that? I think Medicine would. You know, one thing about Medicine that I'd see fairly often in like fan works, I like when they show her limbs and stuff, but they show like you can see that it's like a doll. I like that detail a lot on most Medicine fan art. You can see the joints, like the way her joints work, like her shoulders and knees. There's almost, spring flowers, summer flowers, fall flowers, winter flowers, poison flowers. With this field of Suzerain, however, the same suspicious feeling of a force of life could be felt within the same flowers. Certainly, this is an important information. Someone's come to die again, huh? If you start now, you can fix your life. Think before doing this. Oh, tell me, was I pursuing the course of suicide? This is where the unknown souls sleep, Wenzuka. The only reason for a human to come here would be to pass on. Searching for flowers bearing a life force, I came upon this place. Who exactly are you that would judge the state of my life? I'm the first-class Sanzu river guide, Komachi Onozuka. I drop suicidal people into the river, so you should prepare yourself. I shall prepare myself for no such thing. Hello? Komachi? Are you serious? You're just pulling my leg, right? If flowers which bear poison are suspicious, then I believe the most suspicious flower must be the Higambana. Thus I came here. Higambana? That's silly. There's no way they'd be blooming now. They are in full bloom. Perhaps you should become aware of your surroundings. Eh? What's going on? Higambana are blooming and cherry blossoms too? Huh? Could this be? You appear to know something to this. Not at all. I don't know anything. Fly over all of Gensokyo, I could find no clues. I even came as far as places I would never ordinarily go, such as this Wenzuka. Here I finally have confirmed the source. I'm telling you, I really don't know. I'm busy, so I'll have to part here. Wait a moment. Leave now and I shall kill myself. Bro, what? Huh? Yeah, you're one problematic human. But I really am busy. My beliefs about the Higambana were correct. I cannot allow you to leave now. Why the fuck would she say that? She went full Kaiba there. The chaotic blooming of the Higambana is the barometer with my workload. The poisonous flowers are proof of disturbance in the outside world. If you're going to interfere with my work, then I'll show no mercy. Now, medicine gets shown with Eren and such because I believe it's either her ending or Reisen's ending. But medicine ends up going to like A and Tay, and they study her poison. But nothing really comes out of it because medicine is a character who does not show up in anything anymore. Her gimmick is weird, so it's hard to use in actual Touhou games, and then her character isn't really like relevant to anything, so she's also hard to use in that capacity as well. That's why you gotta be careful, chat. When you make characters, you gotta understand that sometimes a way you want a character means that they're hard to bring back in later scenarios. But that I don't think that should dictate how you want your character to be, you know? I missed that G. Trying to develop your characters in a way that means they could always possibly show up for no real reason kind of limits the amount of creativity you can have. But you can have a straight up weirdo who can never make sense to show up anywhere ever again, but you can make for a memorable character. However, as you can see with medicine, it's a bit of a risk because either you make a character so memorable that even though they can't really appear easily anymore, people still remember them, or you make a character who just kind of ends up forgotten because they no longer get any chance to do anything else. And I think that's kind of what happened in medicine. I'm so dead. Really, I think it's just a matter of wanting to include characters in a certain scenario if they fit the scenario. in a meaningful way. Like, if you had an incident that involved poison or something, then yeah, medicine could be involved, for sure. That makes sense to me. She would be related to it. But just throwing medicine in there because you want to throw medicine in there, you can do that. There's nothing stopping you from doing that. But at the same time, it's like, I feel like a reason is a little more important in that sense than just doing it because you want to. But of course, your reason can also just be because I like medicine and I want her to be in a game. In which case, fucking do it. Instead of complaining that no one wants to use medicine in a game, just go fucking do it yourself, man. That's the whole spirit of creative freedom when it comes to Touhou. People found characters they liked and they wanted to make their own games about them. Just do it. It's never that easy, though. It's never that easy. But chat, you know what they say, the things worth doing in life are never easy. If you could just pick up a pen, pick up a piece of paper, and draw the Mona Lisa with no practice, no anything, you just could do that, how would that feel? That'd feel pretty great in the moment, wouldn't it? But then after that, then what? You didn't work for it. You just had it. Now, even though I say that, I am of the belief that if I won the lottery, I would not give a fuck about working another day in my life. Straight up, wouldn't care. But I won't know until I win the lottery. That's the thing. So precisely, what is the flower incident? Please don't interfere with my work. If you keep doing this, then... Your employer shall become incensed. Are you slagging off, Komachi? Kyan, I was not even being serious. Alright, here comes the speech. Alright, Eiki's gonna chew out Sakuya now. Komachi hasn't been bringing back souls for a long time, so I came here to see for myself. This world is overflowing with ghosts and flowers, and on top of that, Komachi is fooling around with some human. Why does she slack off so much? So she was not there to interfere with my work. Currently, Komachi's workload is too large. Spare me your business situation. More importantly, look around yourself. Do you not believe this flower epidemic requires your attention? Of course, I understand, but that's just a part of the business I'm in. A business involving blooming flowers. Is this person a florist? These flowers you see are possessed by the souls from the outside world that have lost their ways. What I'm saying is all these souls don't realize that they are dead. What does it mean when their numbers multiply? Who knows? I don't know why the ghosts are multiplying. Now let's talk about you, theme plays. Perhaps a great number of murders? Such a thing is highly possible. But more importantly, let's talk about you for a moment. Yep, there it is. Also, chat, you notice how her apron, the Roman numerals on from 1 to 12 are on her apron there? Yes, you're too cold to other humans. It's a nice detail. I don't think it's used in like any other Sakuya outfit. That would be because the only thing I'd touch humans with would be my cold steel. If you die as you are, it'd require quite some time for you to cross the river. Whatever do you mean? If you behave badly, you might not be able to cross the river of the dead. The river's width is the same as the breadth of the soul's baggage. How you live determines the width of the river. This is not fully clear to me, but I suppose that the longer it takes for me to cross the Sanzu River, the more trouble there is. Souls will wear themselves out before they can reach Higan. On top of that, the boat isn't a comfortable one. I understand. Souls can become fatigued as well. However, this regards the time after my death. Why tire myself with worry now? If I do not treasure my present, for now there is work for me regarding this flower epidemic. If you don't make amends now, once you die, it will be too late for regrets. People who think that treasuring the present is a virtue are increasing, and it's terrible. Know well that the only way one can live a good afterlife is to do good deeds during one's life. Yeah, Sakuya doesn't get along with other humans. That has slowly been changing due to her meeting with Reimu and Marissa. But yeah, her attitude is... she's quite cold to other humans, which is funny because in the games it's like, okay, yeah, I can see it. But in the manga and whatnot, like all the mangas, Sakuya looks like the incredibly patient, like, caretaker. Like, she simply, whenever Remilia asks for something, Sakuya just does it with a smile on her face. And then whenever Remilia, you know, Whenever Romelia acts silly, Sakuya just looks at her with her hands on her, like, you know, she clasps her hands to her front and then bends down a little bit so she can hear her better, and then just has a nice smile on her face about it. That's Sakuya in the manga. A real sweetheart. She's like a kindergarten worker, you know? That's what she looks like to me. Remy is the big kid on the playground. I just got absolutely waxed because I was talking about Remy the kindergartner. And Roller in class with Satori, I suppose. But they're the older sisters. I appreciate Eiki's lessons because she gives good insight into characters. She gives insights and good insight into negative aspects to the characters, which I like a lot. It really really calls them out on their bullshit. Doremi does it too, but Doremi doesn't really call them out on their bullshit necessarily, but more so just their inner desires. But again, Eiki doesn't do this because she wants to be mean to people. Eiki does it because she genuinely wants people, you know, to not go to hell. Chat, I've got hit twice and I'm at 1 HP. What happened? Dude, I'm gonna get hit by some bullshit. Get hit already! Yep. Chino's the 6th story. We're on number 3 right now. I think next is Youmu, and then Reisen's after that. So all the stage 5 characters. Actually, chat, but thinking about it, for stage 5 characters, who hasn't been playable yet from stage 5 characters? I think it's just, let me see, okay. In Touhou 10, it's Sanai, so yes. In Touhou 11, we got Orin and Sho. In 10 Desires, it's Futo, she's in the fighting games. 14, it's Seiya, she's got her own game. 15 is Clown Piece. Okay, Clown Piece isn't playable yet. Mai and Satono definitely aren't, but, well, I don't think they're gonna be. Mayumi isn't, and Megumu isn't. Okay, well, those ones aren't too surprising, but Sho and Orin, mostly Orin, I think. Mostly Orin. Orin should probably get a character role soon. Clown Piece as well. Clown had the whole written word. She had visionaries, so she got something at least. And I guess technically Orin does have a big part in CDS, so there's that. So maybe Sho deserves it a little more than Orin. That didn't hit me. What are you talking about? I let go too early. Oi, 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 oi. Dude, I hate these hot dogs. Oh, I heard it get hit. Oh, the game's on. Oh, shit. First, you have to learn to fear your judgment, then you will likely take the right path. Alright. The bomb button used all of your gauge. Is that true? There were bombs in 10 and 3. Huh. I didn't know that. Alright. I have learned new informations. It costs more then? Alright, I will never do it again then. I will never do it again. perish, creature. I have to assume getting hit makes you take random damage or something. It really should just be a staple thing, though. Like, 19 screenshots show 3 hearts, so I'm hoping it's just 3 HP. 1, 2, 3, you go down. So I don't have to play this weird-ass game where it's like sometimes I have 4 HP. Sometimes maybe I got 5. Actually, I don't know about 5, but I'm pretty sure 4 happens sometimes. Oh, Lily. Oh! No, Mario! Oh my god, you see that? But look at this movement! Streamer! Streamer, you got hit! What? Why are you... Why am I dead? What? What happened? But I was winning! But I was winning! Huh. Oh, man. You see how I got hit there with like 3 HP and it did 2.5 health bars, so I just immediately went down to 1 HP? Oh, Lily, you gotta go. Alright, alright. Charge 0? Holy shit, I used so much bar I didn't even have, I had 0. Alright. Man, I was doing so well. I dodged that shit like so cleanly and then suddenly I died. I took 3 from that, dude. 3. 3 whole HP. This game's fixed. What a load of crock. Well, okay, she got hit now. She took 2.5. Now I... Bosendorf! You know, I got to this point. My Windows crashed. I got to this point with like on 20 minutes or so, and now we're still here. Don't worry, chat, you'll come back eventually, but unfortunately, until you come back, I am flying blind. But hey, at least it still works, right? Didn't crash the game, but although even if it did, it wouldn't matter, because there's no text after Eiki. In fact, there's not really any reason for me to fight Eiki at all. You don't get anything after it, but I'm doing it anyway. I'm doing it because if I don't, then, you know, it doesn't feel like I beat the game. Can't just dip out. Oh, Lily, that's not good. Oh, no, no. I'm pretty much moving purely unfocused, so I'm getting kind of good at it. Also, I'm using the D-pad, by the way. I've actually been using the D-pad this entire time, and I'm getting used to it. I don't know if I'm going to make like the full switch or anything like that, but since it's rigged up to Joy to key, it feels really awkward to use control stick. The D-pad works pretty well. It feels more like a keyboard orientation for that, so I'm getting used to it. My hand has found a comfortable position to do it with my focus as well. Because honestly, I can't stand, I really can't stand the stick sensitivity in the newer Touhou games, like 17 and 18. And there's a pretty damn good chance that it's going to be the same issue with Touhou 19 anyway, so If I want to play that game and not get absolutely bushwoggled, I might as well get used to the D-pad now. And hey, D-pad makes for a lot easier inputs than control stick, because control stick is hard to use. There's more margin of error on the stick itself than like hitting a keyboard. Moving diagonal on a controller is ass cheeks, by the way. Just in case you didn't know that. Yeah, I wasn't getting out of that. Thank God. Okay. I did it, chat. I won. But I can't hear you. You're gone. You're still gone. Uh-oh, that's a problem. Uh-oh, that's a problem. Uh-oh, that's a problem. Uh-oh. I can't cover the screen. Shit. Wait. It came back right on time. Quick. Okay, we got it. We're good. We got it just in time. Look at that small ass Remy. Itty bitty. Okay. Sakuya's taller than Patchy. And then Patchy's taller than Remy. Not surprising, not surprising. He's got a bouquet of flowers. Pretty neat. Congratulations, Sakuya clear. Alright. There we go. That was close, chat. That was very close. Almost had to take the whole stream down. Alright. Sakuya's fairly tall. Yeah, a little bit. I don't know if she was in the top 10. But she's got some height on her. She also might be wearing high heels. Because you know how she likes to cheat about her size measurements. Or at least that's what the fandom has told me. Is there a speed up credits button, by the way? I'm looking for it. I don't have anything mapped on my controller from Joy to Key. I don't know if there's a key that speeds up credits. Control? Oh, it is control. I didn't even click that. Okay. No, I don't have that mapped on controller, so I wasn't using that. Days. Cool. Sakuya. Okay, that's one story. Cool. Now, Yomu. And we're gonna pick super color Youmu. Charge speed, super slow. Wrong button. Alright, here's the alternate colored Youmu. Up. No, that's definitely the alt color. Hey, now where do you think you're going? Ignoring me over here. You're the first boss everywhere! No, nowhere really. I'm flying around searching for my destination. Weird human. Your destination isn't ice. I promise you, chat, this is color too. Her outfit is just more green. Shiny Youmu, slightly more green. It's a little lame. That's a little lame, man. You know what's a cool shiny? Momichi. Turn her into a black wolf. Color inversion like that. That's super cool. Oh, her charge speed is ass! But I guess it's the slowest in the game, so I should be surprised. Yeah, that's so weird. Sakuya's speed does not change when she goes in focus mode at all. But Yomu seems to be probably not the fastest because Aya is in the game, but she moves really fast. Maybe they're the same speed. This is like her Kako level of charge. It's really bad. Damn. The outbreak doesn't reach here in the netherworld. Flowers simply don't grow on the lake anyway. I know about... I talked about that last stream, actually. The Lyrica B outfit crashing the game when you get to Eiki. Because the game does not have... the game does not properly send in the B outfits for the other Prism Rivers. So the game's like, whoop! And then it just shits itself. The circle around your character, it slows the ghosts down so they stop falling down, so you can hit them easier. But the trade-off is if you freeze them and you don't kill them in time, they explode and fire revenge bullets at you. It's not difficult to imagine this area to be abnormal. Oh god. Be sure to come once to the Hotel Flowering Dogwood. I think I heard a disturbing song. There shouldn't be anyone here though. Maybe I'm just tired. Behind you, there's a bird on your back. I like her, they're all thematic to the character. I like Yomu's because she concentrates and then her area of effect gets larger. It slowly increases. It reminds me of the Midna attack in Twilight Princess. But also I think of it like, you know, how just like when the stereotypical slash move where they close their eyes, sheath their sword, and they concentrate, and then they just go whoosh, and then it's like, you know, nothing happens, and then suddenly their opponent is like falling over or exploding into a bloody mess. Baby moves, Mystia. Baby moves. Gotta fire that level 4. Never mind. Huh? What exactly was I doing? Oh, it's just a bird. Just a bird. It's too wide here and there's nothing that can be used as a landmark, so I don't know where to fly. Really now? If you get used to it, there are bamboo that can be used as landmarks. That's why I don't get lost. Bamboo trees grow quickly and they change shape a lot. They change in shape a lot. They can't possibly be good landmarks. Memorize them every day. Can't go wrong like that. If you could do that, you wouldn't be lost in the first place. Youmu shot down a strange bird. Until next time. Her stage theme is her I mean, I already talked about it last stream. I think Yomu's boss theme is very strange, but also the name of it is quite strange as well, huh? Hirorai shoots a strange bird. Till when? What does that even mean, dude? What does that even mean? Also, chat, I have an important question. What is it that Tay is throwing at me? What is that? It's like a circle and there's two things inside of it, like crossed. I don't understand what it is. Thank you, Nightbug, for the raid. Appreciate that. Hope you had a good stream. The thingamabob. What does that mean? Funny ball? I thought it was like a character. The strange bird is supposed to be a Nue. Wait, is Hirorai the emperor then? Or is it the guy that the emperor hired to kill the Nue so he could sleep again? Because Nue talked about that in Mystia's, right? Nue talked about that in Mystia. About the emperor being so scared of her that, you know, so scared of her that he couldn't sleep. And he ended up sealing her, getting her sealed underground. But I don't think it was the emperor himself who did it, so he probably hired someone. Was that Hiroi? I wasn't paying attention. Hiya! While we were fighting, I think they changed shape again. Where am I really? No, I know it's based on an actual legend, but like... Is it the same one is what I'm talking about? The same one that our Nue is from. I wonder how far this outbreak is reaching. Nothing seems to have changed about the clouds though. Oh! Out for a walk again alone today. Out for a walk alone today. Well, something like that. Chat, her sword also looks a little green. It's like green metal. Wait a minute, that's what I should be asking you. Today is my special solo performance day. You're my first guest. Why does Lyrica shoot a bullet out of her ass? Huh. I did not know she was the first character to have a back shot like that. Interesting. Very interesting. I mean, I guess technically Youmu did, right? If you aimed it with a Myon or something, you could back shot. The 4-leaf clover? It doesn't look like 4 leaves, though. Base attack is a Japanese family crest symbol. Tako no ha Kamon. Is there any significance to that? I'm sure there is. Also, I like how I'm trying to read the chat about this while I'm currently engaging in fisticuffs. The game doesn't even matter until stage 7, though. Half Ghost Delusion. Pop. If there were flowers up here in the first place, they'd probably just be something they could reach the so I could reach the netherworld. It's hard to see through the bamboo thicket. I have no idea where I might be. Well, who might be there? Youmu, why did you come back here? This is rare. Alone today? I'm enough to handle an outbreak as small as this myself. It's nothing I need to trouble Yuyuko-sama with. Let's see if that's true. That's it? That's our whole conversation? Damn. You know, at least Marissa called Sakuya a B. Man, Youmu and Marissa just... They don't get along very well at all, do they? They don't even have enough friendly banter. Surely they have more in the fighting games, right? You know, chat, it's like when you have a big group of, like, main characters. And, like, they all interact really well with the main character. But there's, like, 1 or 2 characters in that group who just do not, like, mesh well at all with another character in the group. So interactions between them are basically non-existent because there's no, like, no idea on how to, like, do something with them. You see that all the time in, like, big groups. But in this case, it's like, I mean, Youmu doesn't necessarily have the most friendly relations with everyone, but holy shit, like, her and Marissa, they really don't have any common ground at all, huh? Like, I feel like they'd only really engage with each other if they were both at, like, a shrine party or Reimu was there. But otherwise, they would have nothing to talk about, just for themselves. Defeating you won't give me any clues at all. She's just going. Alright, we just going. Aw. This is bad. I can't find any leads at all. What is this red, like, layer? Also, chat, isn't this the exact same background as Medicines, but just color changed? There's like 3 layers on it. Are you also intrigued by the flowers? Is this the first... Oh, it's not Sakuya. Alright, sorry. I thought this was Yuka for some reason. Flowers are blooming no matter where you go. Yes, this world is being eroded with flowers. Oh, and they're not blooming in that world. They're only blooming unusually in this world. I feel like there might be a clue around here. I'd like to hear more about that. Why is her cut off? Yeah, Marissa doesn't go to the Hakugokudo for anything, that's true. But it's just like, you know, I wouldn't expect her to get along with someone like Yuyuko in the first place. But Youmu seems like the kind of character that Marissa would end up, like, you know, interacting with. She's similar in that, a sort of sense, but also they have no common ground at all, so they wouldn't really get along. Not necessarily get along, but more so just they don't have anything to bond over, so their relationship would be nothing more than slight acquaintances that know of each other. But then again, I don't know if Youmu really has any friends at all. Youmu has, I mean, people tend to show that she has, like, some kind of camaraderie and understanding with characters like Sakuya and Reisen. Characters who also serve a master who is a bit, you know, difficult. Her interactions with Reimu are kind of similar. She doesn't really have anything to talk to about with Reimu, so it's mostly just like, if she engages with Reimu, it's just because it's an event or something, and she can just do that. for the most part, there's not a lot of characters I can think of that Youmu truly gets along with. Or maybe that's just because of the nature of the character she is. That's fine. She could be a loner type. I let go of that button. I swear on me mum. Do you think Youmu gets along with Chen? Like when Yukari visits Hakugokuro with like Ron in tow, do you think they bring Chen and then Youmu plays with Chen? You know, when they take takes their kids out and they hang out. You think they'd be friends? I don't know, maybe I think Youmu would be too much of a stick in the mud for Chen. But I guess it depends on your interpretation of it. I think it'd be kind of funny. I think it'd be kind of funny if they were friends. They just run around catching bugs while Yuyuko and Yukari just, you know, talk about whatever. Are there even any bugs in the Netherworld? What do you do in the Netherworld for fun? Oh no. I stopped looking at my screen. Yomu's interesting because I don't necessarily, like, I wouldn't say she's necessarily childish, but she doesn't understand a lot. She's still young after all. I wouldn't call her emotionally stunted either. But, again, it really depends on your interpretation of her. That's more than anything. But the way I see her as, I like to think of her as like the opposite of Yuyuko. Where Yuyuko puts on an air of like, you know, she puts on a comical air where she doesn't take things seriously and she's just having fun. But deep down she is quite a, you know, she's quite an intelligent character. She's very smart. And she is a bit aloof. But she tries to mask that with just, you know, being jolly. Whereas Youmu is the opposite. Where Youmu is definitely, like, she tries really hard to look mature. But she has a great lack of understanding on a lot of things. And it catches her, you know, you catch her off guard with it. In CDS, I remember in CDS, oh, I wanted to settle this incident first. Unfortunately, I'm the one who's going to settle it, so first you should tell me what you know. Well, there weren't any leads in the place I usually go to. I see. Looks like I must head to the region where human feet must have not trod. Like in CDS, Satori shows up there and explains to Youmu everything, and Youmu just nods along like, yep, I understand. And Satori's like, you know, I can read your heart and I can see that you don't understand any of this, right? And she's like, yep, I understand. That's the Youmu I like. I like that Youmu. She doesn't, like, you know, she's not even pretending. Because in Silent Sinner and Blue, she tries to understand the conversations that Yukari and Yuyuko have, but she just doesn't. And then Yuyuko's like, go learn on your own. So she sends out Youmu to figure things out on her own. And I like the Youmu that just fully accepts that she's ignorant in places and she doesn't really care to learn more if she's not genuinely interested. She just does her job. I've always been focused on the flowers, but who's there? The one who's been sneaking around and sticking to me for a while. Ah, have I been found? But I'm not anyone suspicious. It's like how Yomu's afraid of ghosts, right? She puts on an air of seriousness and maturity, but then she's, you know, she's a fucking half phantom who's afraid of ghosts. It's like, what? Not suspicious, That's good. I'm making a close-up report on you since you seem to be doing something interesting. Making a close-up report? Does that mean you followed me from behind without permission? If I told you, you might have stopped doing something interesting, so I quietly stuck on you. I'm not really doing anything too interesting. I'm just investigating the flower outbreak. Flowers, is it? You certainly did not seem to be wandering about. But you don't try to find the core of the problem, do you? Core? Well, I thought if it was you, you would have noticed long ago. What are you talking about? Oh, nothing, it's fine. Now, if you would just kindly continue doing something that might make a good article. You were just toying with me. You look like you know something. Are all Tengu like this? I'm not toying with you at all. We Tengu have always watched over Gensokyo. There are no others who have watched over Gensokyo more than us Tengu, and there are no others who are more knowledgeable about Gensokyo than us Tengu. However, I only observe the truth. The ones who create Gensokyo are you. Now then, allow me to stick to you and gather data once again. I shall be watching over you from behind. Hold on a second. After all you've said, I don't go back into hiding. Haven't seen Yuka yet, no. It's been Aya, Medicine, Aya. Yuka soon, I suppose. I would like to run into Yuka because she's got my favorite theme in this game. I really like Gensokyo past and present. Also, I like the name of that theme as well. It fits Yuka very, very well. Hiya! The slash probably does a fuck ton of damage, but good luck getting in the face of a boss with it. Chirno, huh? Alright. Well, Reisen, I believe, is next. I believe Reisen's the next character on the roster. Whoa. Ooh, cut Lily up. Chop, chop. Whoa. Whoa. Aya still has 2 HP. I died. Man, stage 7 is when shit just goes south, huh? It's so consistent, too, with how it happens. Everything else is fine, but then stage 7 is just like, how about you stop winning now? Alright, guess I'll just die. Sounds good to me. Her theme is called Wind God Girl. The spell card is Wind God Girl. Man, sometimes I forget that this game actually has, like, its own spell cards, so to speak. This game has its own spell cards, but they're just so weak because of the nature of the game. You kind of forget about them. Like, chat, do you remember any of the Touhou 9 spell cards off the top of your head? And if you say something that you saw on stream like 10 minutes ago, then just don't even reply. You know what I mean when I say that, though. Come on now. Where did Lily go? Come back, Lily. I need you. You drop good shit. Oh, shit. Get back to me on that. Sure, man. After 20 minutes when I forget what we just fought, you can remember that spell card. Quick, tell me, what's Yuka's spell card called? What's it called? Right now. You have 15 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. You lose. Blossoming against Gensokyo. You looked that up, didn't you? I put a timer on that and your ass was on it. I want you to tell me, what do you know about the flowers? If I tell you, I might not be able to write an article. What do we lose? Your soul. You don't need to. I thought that you wouldn't have realized right away. But are flowers the only thing blooming? Haven't you noticed something else increasing? Aha, that was it after all. This is going to be troublesome. The winner gets a ban. How's that sound? Wasn't counting actual seconds. Bro, hello? I was literally there's a timer at the top of the screen. What do you mean I wasn't counting actual seconds? There's literally a timer on the screen. It really was like this after all. I was led astray by the flower, but the ghosts rather than the flowers are overwhelmingly abundant. It's not full of flowers, it's full of ghosts! Oh? Why is a resident of the other world in this world? Who's there? First class Sanzu River Guide, Komachi Onoduka. I'll usually ferry deceased humans to the other world, but... thanks for your job, well done. I'm Kompaku. And I work in the netherworld. Did you really just introduce yourself as just that? Really? I'm Kompaku. Hello, Kompaku. I see. In a little while, the netherworld may get a little hectic. What are you talking about? The number of ghosts in Gensokyo is at a bursting level. There are ghosts from the outside world, nameless ghosts. Indeed, the number of ghosts is strangely large. Why is that? Something probably happened in the outside world. Something really serious. Well, let's forget about the outside for now. I've got to ferry these spirits to Enma-sama. There are too many souls that it's almost impossible to do the job. First off, there aren't enough boats. Is that so? Wait, are you going to ferry all these to the netherworld? That's right. It's going to be really chaotic to the other world. It's a pain, so maybe I'll kill some off now. You can't! The ghosts have yet to receive their judgment. They haven't officially died. If you kill some now, they won't ever be able to return to the cycle of rebirth. With that, I mean the number of children will decrease in the outside world. I think I already disposed of some. You're no good. Since you've been born as a half-ghost, you can't understand the cycle of rebirth. I'm going to give you a little lesson. A lesson of the pain cycle of humans. So, there's a little short story written by Zun about Yukari running around and asking the humans about if they know what happened 60 years ago. So, obviously, Reimu and Marissa don't know, because they're not old enough to remember. And Youmu doesn't know either. So, she's not 60 years old. You know, because aging works differently for half-ghosts. You don't really know how old Youmu is. But point is, none of the humans know about it. And Yukari doesn't remember what happened like 60 years ago either. But she explains it. It's like every 60 years, it's like a cycle beginning anew. And I believe it involves the celestial bodies, the seasons, and some other thing. Like, it's basically 3 different things, and the multiplication works out to be 60. So it's like... the combinations essentially equals out to be 60. So it's like spring. I'm pretty sure like the 60, like number 1 is like spring sun something or whatever. So like that's when spring sun whatever happens, it's a full cycle, like a 60-year cycle. And that's happening in this game. But I don't remember the details on that because I read that short story probably 3 years ago. So I don't remember the details at all. The 3 celestial bodies, the 4 seasons, and the 5 elements. Yes, that's what it was. Thank you. But yeah, it's like there's 60 possible combinations. And I don't remember what the element is, but yeah, it's like spring. It's like spring, sun, and one of the elements. Spring, sun, and one of the elements is the first. And then next year, it's like, it kind of just goes like that until eventually it comes back to spring, sun, whatever. Yomu's charge is really bad, but she kills bullets. 60 years before 2005 was 1945, the end of the war. Oh, that would explain... Huh. Yeah, okay, no, that would explain a lot about why this event was similar that many years ago, huh? But then, why is it happening again 60 years later? What happened in 2005 to end up with the same situation? I don't think it's related to any real thing, right? The tsunami earthquake that happened. Was there one in 2005? I don't know. If you're talking about the one I think you're talking about, then that was the one that also inspired the Zun music collection, album 5.5, that had the 3 tracks on it, including an original. I think it was, what was it called? Unknown Journey, Mesmerizing Flower. That song is really good. But yeah, there was Zun released a small CD that didn't have a story with it for that. And it had one original song on it, which was that one. And it's a really good one. It also had a mix of Yesterday Was Tomorrow Will Be Special, Yesterday Was Not. Which I guess when you think about it, a song like that on that album themed towards that makes sense. I wouldn't call it morbid, but I guess it depends on how you look at it. But I always kill some spirits in the netherworld. Spirits in the netherworld and the spirits here before being sent to the netherworld are completely different. But before they send to the netherworld, they're still in a living state. But with this many ghosts, how are we going to deal with them if we can't dispose of some? Jesus, Youmu, you can't just cut everything you don't want to deal with in life. These cherry blossoms are amazing. I can't believe there are cherry blossoms as magnificent as these in Gensokyo. Violet cherry blossoms, the flowers that bloom from ones who have sinned. Who's there? Unforgivable sins dye red, blood violet, and soon scatter. I am one who judges sin, the one who sends the spirits residing in violet cherry blossoms to the final level of hell. It seems you've been in care of Komachi, so I came here to greet you. In care of? Nothing really happened, but are you possibly Enma-sama? That's right. Pardon my rudeness. For Enma-sama to come, something considerably serious must have occurred. Komachi was slacking off, so I came here to punish her. Do you have anything to do with the flower outbreak? What in the world are these flowers? The stronger people aren't doing anything at all, too. The flowers are... The humans from the outside world see them as an illusionary higan, not even realizing they have died, pitiful flowers of souls. If ghosts were to lose their place and increase, what happens as a result is this. It's not particularly dangerous. So that's how it is. But why have the ghosts increased so much? Once every 60 years, this cycle repeats itself. Always, even until now. It's not dangerous, so leaving it alone is fine. In any case, you. Yes, you come into this world a little too much. You are half ghost. If you continue entering this world like this, I must also eventually judge you. If I was in charge of judging you, you will fall to hell as a human. Hell? Wait, I'm a being of the netherworld. Why must I be judged? Then are you acting how a being of the netherworld should act? Do you not come to this world without thinking and fool around? That is not acceptable. You are neither a living being nor a dead one. Since you are in an unstable position, you could live in the netherworld and kill ghosts. I'm still living in the netherworld, and I can still kill ghosts. You have become too acquainted with this world. If you raise a wild wolf, it will become a pet. If ghosts live in this world, they become a living being. You need to be judged here a little. Look back on your sins below these violet cherry blossoms. Eiki is telling Youmu to do the opposite of touch grass. Go to your room, right now. Yeah, Yomu's sin is, I guess, she leaves the netherworld too much. Which is really stupid. That's, like, she's half human. She's half human, half ghost. But she has to stay in the location that is for ghosts. She can't come to the location that's for humans. That doesn't make any sense to me. That's stupid, Eiki. You're stupid. Whoa. I don't really get that one. The idea that she's not allowed to enjoy, like, the human world or be in the human world because she's a half-ghost. That's just kind of suckish. Let Youmu free. Free her! Let her have fun! Don't chain her to Yuyuko for her entire life. Don't do that. Because Yuyuko's never gonna change. She's been the same her whole fucking life. She's not gonna change anytime soon. If Youmu has to deal with that forever and ever, at least let her outside for a little bit. How's she gonna grow if all she does is, like, talk to a person who she doesn't understand what they're saying? Someone who eats the entire fridge worth of food every day. Where do they even procure the funds for that? Why does Yuyuko need to eat? She's literally dead. She eats... Yuyuko eats for nothing more than pleasure. But she still manages to eat the entirety of, like, the kitchen. Which is just like, come on, Yuyuko. Spare us. Oh, well, I'm super dead. Yep. She went to 1 HP and just decided she didn't want to lose anymore. Not really the most fun AI in the world, is it? Like, it just becomes stupid. And then when you lose, it's like, alright, we'll put it back down now. It reminds me of arcade games. Like, this game feels like it's a quarter muncher, but why the fuck is it trying to be a quarter muncher? There's no quarters to munch. Dude, Lily always shows up at the worst time here. I got hit, damn it. I got hit twice and I'm on 1 HP! Now the problem is, Eiki's gonna get hit once. She took 2. She took 1.5 damage. That's it, 1.5. Meanwhile, I'm at 1 HP. And now her AI is gonna be like, you know, getting hit is just, you know, that's not a cool thing to do. So she's just gonna not get hit ever again. Oh shit, she got hit, but as you can see, she's not down at 1 HP, so it doesn't matter. Normally, if you die, you will not come to me. That's why I must judge you here and now. Yeah. Lily's a fucking kill stealer. That's what she is. You know, you're playing some Call of Duty. You're shooting at your target. You got a mic on. You get an assist, like 75, plus 75 assist. And it just keeps happening and happening and happening. And you're like, who the fuck is stealing my kills? And then on the other end of the mic, all you hear is that fucking noise. You just hear that noise. She's got a mic. Yeah, it's business. It's her business mic, but it's also for pleasure. Multi-purpose. We're here to talk business. Get him out of here. You know, chat, one thing I've never been able to figure out is whether or not Lily White can actually talk. I'm serious about that. There's only one instance I've ever seen of Lily talking, and I'm not even sure, like, it's not even directly clear that it's Lily doing the talking. It's in the Grimoire of Usami, where she shows up as part of it, and, like, there's text explaining what she's doing, but I don't know if that's her explaining it, or somebody explaining it, like, for her. Because as you know, in every game she shows up in, there's no actual text. And I don't think she's ever said anything either in any, like, appearance in a manga as well. Like, when she shows up in Sengetsu, say, she just flies by, completely wordless. She doesn't, like, announce spring with words. So can she talk or not? Or does she just make funny noises? Oh, Lily, why? I mean, why not? Yeah, there's no reason why she can't. But it's more so that, like, she's shown up quite a number of times, but never once actually said anything during those times. It's not like, you know, like all these fairies, it's not like they can't talk, but these are just whatever fairies, right? But Lily White is a character who has shown up as a mid-boss, like, I guess if you count this game, 3 different times. And she's made appearances in the manga and whatnot, but she just never utters a word. Why does she never utter a word, ever? Is it because she can't? I don't know. Who knows? Oh, right, she was in Great Fairy Wars. So was Daiose, actually. She doesn't talk either. But I don't think Daiose and Lily White are quite the same in that regard. They're a little different. Only a little bit, though. Oh. These games feel like they go on forever, and then like 1 minute has passed. I don't even know how that's possible. You gotta blow up, Lassie. Get this out of my screen! Oh. Oh! Easy clap. Alright. Oh, right. Gotta get the... What else I got in here? Let's go all the way to the bottom. My earliest image. No, it can't be that one. It has to be one... Okay. What's my earliest image here that'll pop up? I think it's this one. Oh, shit. Alright. Okay. Skeep. The netherworld. That is one small girl, and that is one large lady. Never mind. The perspective is... What the fuck? What? Yuyuko doesn't look like barely even a forehead taller than Youmu in this perspective. Weird. Get out of here, Youmu. We got enough time for one more. Yeah, sure. Now I know to skip. Skip! Oh, hold on. There we go. Okay. No, she wasn't very tall comparatively in that, but also their legs kind of cut off, so. Yum. Yumta. Okay. Reisen. Rotating eyeball. Alright, Reisen udongen inaba. Dude, the alternate color just colors her outfit like her blazer. There shouldn't be too many fairies around if I'm above the lake. That's where you're gonna freeze to death. It looks like I'm mistaken. After all, fairies can play around as much as they want. That's because there are so many flowers bloom, and it's a festival that happens once every 60 years. Yeah, Reisen's, look at her. Reisen's top is the same color as her blazer. So it kind of replicates the old feeling. Man, I miss the blazer. Blazer Reisen is my favorite Reisen. But she just never put it back on after Touhou 8. Wonder why. Damn, look at the size of that. Fire one big ass missile. Hidden missile, dude. Hidden missile. Hey chat, is there a tier list for this game? Luna Wave. I was just wondering, like, I don't really know the difference between how characters work or operate, but I'm sure some are better than others, but I would never be able to understand that. There's no helping it if fairies rampage a bit. I don't feel any fear for this incident. Strange. The blazer has more character to it, I think. Not quite sure where I should head. Head there, because it's a very modern, like, outfit on Reisen, all things considered. Forward, forward! Also, her ears cut off in the art. What's up with that? Forward, soldier. Like, you couldn't just finish those little tippy tips, son? You had to cut it off? Forward, soldier! So the kidnapper was you. It's no fun kidnapping a bunny. Blazers or work outfit? I don't know. Maybe. But the blazers are old uniform. Like, cause Reisen 2 is also wearing a blazer, right? Like, Reisen's outfit is her moon corpse outfit. Maybe she took it off because she doesn't want to, she's not really associated with the moon. It's like a physical representation of that as a result. Yeah, I don't know. I was just wondering if, like, cause fighting games have tier lists. I was just curious if there's like a character in this game that's considered really not good and why. Because I don't really know much. I don't really know much about this game from that standpoint. So to me, it would just be the kind of thing that I would listen to and be like, oh, neat. I wouldn't have an opinion either way. I'd just be interested in the topic itself. If I adjust the sound's wavelength a little. See? Can't hear you anymore. Reimu, Marissa, Komachi, Eiki, and Yomu are top tier. Worst character of the game competitively is Tay. But why, though? Please explain why that is. I want to know why. I need to know the reason. I'm curious. The wind feels so nice. She has nothing. I mean, she's just Tay. That's it. It's an insult. The wind feels so nice. A sound I'll never get used to is... Your sound's wavelength is too unique. My head is starting to hurt. I don't really understand, but that's rude. If you toy with light's wavelength, it's an optical illusion. If you toy with sound wavelength, it's an auditory illusion. She is nothing, but her special move does, like, fires a round ball, right? It fires a round ball that maybe hits your opponent on a bad day. Hey, at least she got to be a character. You know, chat, that's actually interesting as well, because as you know, when Touhou 19 comes out, we're gonna have a lot of characters. And as not every character can be made equal. So we're gonna have some bad characters. We are gonna have some bad characters in that game. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if they're bad. Level 4. Luna Megapolis. Kind of neat. Who will be the worst character in the game? Knowing current Zun trends, it will be Marissa. Boy, she was loud. Here I thought there wouldn't be any fairies above the quiet clouds. That's not a fairy. Hey, son, that's not a fairy. Kyoko will be in the game. Actually, she might. She could be. Maybe. Possibly. I actually forgot about her entirely. Where did she go? Always so selfish and going wherever she wants. In the west, a bunny. The east, a tail. Found you! What are you doing hanging around here? Well, I was chasing a bunny that got away. You speak lies. You were probably watching the flowers and happily prancing about. You speak lies. She was good in 18.5. Yep. On the character tier list, all one characters, Marissa was the best. That's correct. You got me there. Now, who knows? It really, because you can't really guess based on the descriptions. You have to know how the game works as well, right? Certain styles work well with the way the game is intended to play, so we'll see. But obviously, if there was a character that was just like, this character literally does nothing, then yeah, that character would automatically be the worst, because they have literally nothing to compensate for their weaknesses. But I don't think Zimon had a joke character like that. And if he did, it would feel kind of bad, too. Chad, imagine your favorite character gets in the game, and they're a joke character. I mean, it depends on the character, of course. Like, what if it's just, like... What if it's just, like a character with rabbit ears or some shit? Like, someone pretending to be an animal to get in the game. But they're a joke character. Leave the flowers to me, just head back and sit quietly at home. I have no idea how the ability cards are going to work in it. And how much, like... Obviously, they're going to play a part in strategy, so there's going to be some combinations you're going to have to deal with, but who knows. People love looking for that kind of meta stuff and then, you know, operating on it. Because that's just the nature of competitive stuff. There's a lot of people who don't, like, there's people who don't care about the meta and just want to play, and there's people who do care about the meta and want to play a serious game with the best tools the game offers them. And then there's some incredibly sweaty people who, you know... They hold that Wi-Fi win rate and the highest regards. Since you're so intensely focused on the flowers, it's safe to assume you're searching around too. Hello, Reimu. Or what? The incident with the flowers? I don't have the slightest idea, you know. But I think I do. Immaterially missing power mailing, from what I understand, is like the worst character in the game. And the reason for that is because she has no real options to get in or fight at range. So she has to approach in a game where everybody throws projectiles, and she doesn't have projectiles to close the gap herself. But then, like, you know, it's just kind of like, oh. But she's the coolest character in the game because she actually fights. But she's not very good. Rumia gets in. Dude, if Rumia got in and was just like a joke character, she literally just makes your screen black so you can't see anything. Like, that's her whole gimmick. She just plays in her shadow ball so you can't see her. She's just in the game like that. That'd be kind of funny. But what if she has, like, superhuman strength or something? Like, what if she's super strong, but the trade-off is you just can't see your fucking screen? High roller! Mailing is in Spell Bubble? I haven't played Spell Bubble in a long while. I can't keep up on the DLC, dude. I bought so much of it already. I just don't know if I want to keep buying more. And I have zero interest in character DLC. Those characters cost way too much money, and their skills are stupid. Right, after I win, I take your info. Except you're leaving without the info. Reisen. When a bunch of flowers bloom all at once, there's no elegance or taste or anything. Oh, that in itself is interesting. Sakuya. I can make as much tea and pastries as I want, as long as these flowers are here. Yeah, and also so much poison. Indeed, as much as I want. 6 free songs? Nah, I'm not really in a rush to play it again. I like the game a lot. I like a lot of the music in it for sure. But I'm just not in the mood. I never finished all the challenges, but they kept fucking releasing more of those awful level 10 challenges. I can't believe I did as many of those as I did. Those are not healthy. Those are not healthy for me. Like, doing those challenges is just maximum depression. I did way too many of them. I don't want to do any more of them. They're not even worth it. There's no merit to doing them in the slightest. Not the fun kind of challenge at all. And every time I did one, 2 more took its place. And now I'm just so far behind it that I have absolutely zero interest in picking it up and doing more of them. Well, the challenges are kind of lame because there's not much to them. But they did decide to make story elements for the HoloLive collab ones, which is just like... you know, not everybody agrees with that opinion, of course, but the last thing I needed in that game was a HoloLive collab. That's for sure. It has nothing to do with Touhou at all. Just, it didn't need to be there. Really didn't. Yeah, I'm dead. I picked my spot and died. Ass Anchor isn't even their song, it's a cover. I'd rather the original than the cover. Also, I think the HoloLive version of Help Me Aiden is terrible. I don't even understand why it exists. Because at the end of the song, it just turns into a roll call of a bunch of VTuber names, and I'm just like, what does this have to do with Touhou at all? But of course, that's just my opinion. I do not understand VTubing. Alright? I'm old. I don't get it. But it's whatever. It's not gonna kill me. I'm not dead. Their existence is not causing me physical and mental anguish. I just don't really understand the trend. That's all. Maybe I'm just old school. I have no strong opinion on webcams. I believe that when it comes to streams and stuff, your face doesn't really add a lot of merit to it, so why bother showing it? Just the game is the important part, but like I don't necessarily mind if there's face cam. I don't really care that much. There aren't many toxic flowers. I don't think there's anything to do with the incident though. Yeah, it's not my trend. That's what it is. It's a popular thing that I didn't get into, so all I can do is sit here and think about how popular thing bad. Oh, there's a lot of Suzerain growing around here. When I get back, I'll tell Master about this. The poison of the Suzerain is the heart's poison. Planning to make something poisonous? Who? Although, yes, I am. I'm medicine. I live here. So you're some crazy person who lives in a field full of strong poison. Do you know why poison works so well on the body? Well, you see, the body simply follows the poison's orders. With a small amount, it'll move exactly as the poison wants. But with a large amount, the poison becomes uncontrollable and destroys itself. It's not an exaggeration to say that the body is made of poison. I see. My master knows a lot more about these things, though. Just being alive is a sin. It's because your body is made of poison that people say that. That's why I've attained pure life. So what do you mean by that? I'm beginning to feel worse and worse. I was a doll, thrown away. This is a hill filled with poison. For a doll with a body without poison, poison won't have any effect. Huh. Young whippersnappers. Nah, you know what it really is, chat? Is that unfortunately for me, I can't enjoy them because when VTuber models move, I get hit by a strong case of Uncanny Valley, and I can't enjoy it. I can't enjoy it. Now I know it's like Uncanny Valley is like, bro, they don't look even remotely human, but it's more so just like the awkward, stiff motions they make. There's something about it that, I don't know, I don't like it. I don't like the way it makes me feel. Make them a character. Everyone's a character, my guy. Everyone. You're a character. I'm a character. But here's the thing. I'm playing the character known as me. This is just how I am, I guess. This is my character. And I know what you're thinking. Gee, sure wish we unlocked character customization. And you know what? You're right. You're right, you sassy bitch. But I prefer when people are more, I don't know, I prefer when people are more themselves, I guess. People are more themselves, but they still have basic fucking manners and decency. Because there's definitely a lot of lacking common sense and decency on the internet. Some people say some dumb shit all the time and just don't seem to be aware that what they're saying is like, they have like no social awareness at all. But then there's some people who have no social awareness, but then also say rude shit, and it's like, alright, buddy. Playing a character sounds tiring. It's like a clown. You know, clowns, they get up in the morning with the same face that you and I have on, but then they put on the mask, the face paint, they put a big dopey smile on, and they do their you know, like Krusty the Clown, you know, like Krusty the Clown. Man wakes up every day the same way, and then he gets on the show and he puts on the act, but the man behind the face paint, he's a different man. I cannot fucking see myself. What happened in there? I don't really think you can say that they are themselves when you don't know them personally. But like, then again, you don't know me personally either, so who's to say I'm not playing it up for the camera? You can't really gauge this kind of thing unless you know the person IRL. But obviously, you know, on stream it is a little different, because if you were exactly the same on stream as you were off stream, well, it's a different environment, I suppose. How comfortable you are to do this kind of thing. It's all a matter of opinion anyway. And just because I'm the streamer doesn't mean my opinion is better than yours. However, if I don't like your opinion, I can remove it. So maybe the streamer is right. That's correct. The streamer is always right when he holds all the cards. That's why Twitter arguments are always so good. Because when you're losing, you can just block your opponent. Simply block your opponent. Although I guess opponent would imply that it's actually like a fair debate. Gee, I sure hope that Denison decides to get hit within the next 30 seconds. That would be fantastic, actually, if she did. Dude, I really got hit by that ghost that came up from behind me. I lost half my HP to that one attack. Astounding. Can we... Am I gonna lose? Surely not, right? Okay, thank God. I've got to get out of here quick. Ow, 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 jeez. What did you come here for? I don't know. I was just searching places for flowers grew, one after another. I'm not going to hand over the suzerain here. After seeing so many flowers, I'm beginning to not care so much anymore. Nah, the thing is, Chad, there are a lot of people on that site who say things and are completely blissfully unaware that they are exactly what they you know, they are the vitriol that they claim others are. It's like, you know, it's a very pot kettle black situation on that site, because people hold their own opinions to a point, like they own their own opinions to a regard, a very high regard. So when you don't agree, you're bad. Anyone who disagrees with me is bad. And they talk about how the site is really bad, and then they go on the same site and they spout the same shit. But then if other people disagree or say something different to them, they're like, oh, this site is terrible because of this. That's all being before mentioned something like poisons or something like that. Arguing on Twitter is fucking stupid. Correct. Very correct. You gain nothing out of it. Hey, it's too early for you to die. Was there someone here? I'm the first class Sons of River guide, Komachi Onoduka. It's a real pain when a fool like yourself is taking your own life this here Muenzika. Who said I wanted to die? I'm just going where the flowers bloom. Muenzika's flowers? You mean the Higambana are blooming, huh? Why is that? What the heck happened to the seasons? It's spring right now, for your information. You didn't notice that strange incident at all. Alright. Yeah. Well then, I'm busy, so we'll leave it at that. Wait, you look like you know something. Hey, I've got to go back to work. If she finds the flowers, I'll be scolded. Way too fishy. Explain yourself before you go back to work. A living yokai's habits are so annoying. The flowers are the bodies of neglected dead humans. My job is to ferry the humans to Higon. In other words, you're disrupting my work. I'm involved with the flower incident. Your own little habit came out, getting angry at the wrong person. Oh yeah. I hate to say it, chat, but sometimes I see things on Twitter that just make me angry when I just should not care. I just shouldn't care about it. Like, a serious touch grass moment happens. And I hate when I feel like that, because I'm like aware that I shouldn't. But for some reason I find myself caring about the opinion of complete strangers who I will never meet or interact with in my entire life because they just say dumb shit on this website. And I'm just like, why am I caring so much about this? Why am I letting this get under my skin? I fucking hate that. I really do. Because it's just intrusive thoughts for the rest of the day. Like, why is this bothering me so much? Make it go away. But then the solution is just close the app. It's a pretty easy solution when you think about it like that. That's fine. I had no faith in that one winning. Fuck. But there is some good art on there. There's some great art even. Twitter has been constantly shoving like people in my face that I don't know. And I don't know why they keep shoving them in my face. But every now and again they show me art that I'm like, this is incredible, and then I end up, you know, they're like really small, and I don't really get that at all. I don't understand how popularity works on that fucking site. I really don't get it. Though I guess I don't need to get it. It's less about what you do and about how often you do it and how opinionated you are on popular topics, I suppose. Because, like, you know, I follow some artists. Some of them have huge numbers because they draw good stuff. And some of them have tiny numbers, but they also draw good stuff. And then, dare I say it, there's people who draw not very good stuff. But they also have big numbers. I don't get it. I don't fucking understand the site at all. It doesn't make any sense to me. It doesn't feel like people are rewarded for their efforts on that site in the slightest. It really stinks. But there's one fella I've been following recently. I have unfortunately, yeah, YouTube's doing it too. YouTube keeps popping up random videos that have like less than 100 views for things that I keep getting Resident Evil playthroughs from tiny channels, which that's cool, you know, the algorithm is promoting people like that. But at the same time, I feel like it doesn't really work the way it's supposed to, because it just makes people annoyed when they constantly get these random videos that are irrelevant to their interests. Or misread their interests. You say I'm disrupting your work, but you're the one who came to me. You're just slacking off, aren't you? Are you slacking off, Komachi? Kyan, see your boss is here to tell your lazy butt off. Komachi didn't bring in any souls after such a long time, so I came here to check the situation. Fooling around with a yokai and completely ignoring her work. No, I'm getting playthroughs of RE5. What? I don't get it. And now, when I first saw Komachi, she seemed like more of a diligent person. So who are you? I am the ones who judge sins, the Enma of Hell. Enma-sama herself, for you to come all the way to this world. Critical situation? Critical situation? It's nothing that major. Komachi wasn't bringing any new souls, so I had some free time on my hands. Komachi is the one in charge of bringing me souls, so when I saw Gensokyo full of ghosts, I thought, Komachi is slacking off again. Ghosts? Now that you mention it, flowers weren't the only thing that were multiplying. I'll punish Komachi afterwards, so Gensokyo should be back to normal soon. I see. Well, then I'll be on my way. Heh heh heh. Hold on a second. I want to say something to you. Of course Enma-sama would. What is it? Are you saying that I'll be lecturing to no end? I understand. I'll listen to you. You bear a large sin. You abandon your allies, letting them die, while you're the only one here living happily. That's right, you're a bit too selfish. If you pass away without reflecting upon yourself, you will most certainly fall to hell. Even if I'm the one in charge of judging you, you will fall to hell. Hell, you say? I'm trying as hard as I can right now, too. Even if you are trying now, unless you face your past, there is absolutely no meaning in what you're doing. Time alone cannot settle a sin. A sin must be judged first before you can do so. For that purpose, I am here. I don't want to go to hell. There has to be something that can be done. Reflection alone is not enough, much less regret. Committing a sin and fixing one isn't as simple as that. Without judgment, a sin cannot be settled. But even from here, there is a way you can prevent your potential fate. For that sake, you'll be judged here with your allies you left on the moon and their resentment. Yeah, that, like... Reisen's is pretty heavy-handed, huh? Like, Sakuya's like, you don't get along with people. Reimu's like, you are not doing your job right. Marissa's like, you lie too much. And then Reisen's just like, you abandoned your allies and left them to die. It's like, and Reisen doesn't even have a response to that. Like, Reisen is fully aware, like, Reisen was fully aware and ready for what Eiki was going to, like, get her for. Like, she knew. She definitely knew. And it's cool to see that, despite how Reisen, like, acts, it is something that weighs on Reisen's mind a lot. It's good character development for this character. I really like it. Yeah, that was a bad squeeze. Alright. Oh, squeezy. Dude, it was 1 minute and 27 seconds and she hadn't gotten hit yet. What a farce. What a sham. What a baloney. Absolute flimmy flam. But no, back to what I was talking about, chat. Like, I don't know why. Like, obviously I know Google spies on me, because why wouldn't it? But while I was watching Pokemon, I kept getting tweets from the anti-poke tag, as if I gave literally any fucks about any of that. But I guess Google thought I did. So I just kept getting tweets from people I've never heard of, who do nothing but talk about the Pokemon anime, and I just do not fucking care. But they keep shoving it in my face. I have no relation to any of these accounts, but it just keeps happening. It's really weird. But I've also been getting some like Touhou artists that just randomly popping up. Some I don't like. Let's just be clear about that. Some people show up. Some people fucking show up, and I just want nothing to do with them at all. But then sometimes somebody shows up, and I'm like, that art's really good. What the fuck? So I click their profile and I check their media tab, and it's like, wow, this stuff is really good. And their follower count is like 100 or some shit like that, or maybe like 1,000, which is still good, but like. That's so minuscule for the effort that is going into that. There's one artist that I follow right now. Oh, I forget his name. Oh no, I forget his name. I think it started with a K. I never bothered to look at his handle, but he's been recently. I found him because he drew a really nice picture of Rumia, and recently he's been drawing a bunch of pictures of Koishi. Just going around with her little Satori doll, just a bunch of different scene pieces of that, and he's been picking up a lot of like traction, which is nice to see because his art is really good. It's like incredibly good. But like some of his earliest posts, like I think the earliest Rumia he had was like 64 likes, which is still pretty good. But then, like, the latest, one of the latest Koishi ones he drew is, like, over 3,000 now, I think, which is just I just like seeing that. I like seeing his effort that he puts into his work pay out, and it's slowly going up. Kino Nick 123, yes, that's him. Yes, thank you. I like this Rumiya a lot. I like this Koichi and his Satori, and right now I like his Koichi right now is just going into a bunch of different locations, and she's got a little Satori doll with her that she brings everywhere. It's very cute, and the art is very, very nice. It's like incredibly high quality. The backgrounds are gorgeous, and the character design, like, is very good. You're still ignoring your sins. It looks like I still need to lecture you more. But yeah, when Twitter first threw him in my face, he had like 100 followers, I think, and now a couple weeks later he's at 400. So he's growing, and I think he deserves to grow because his art just constantly gets better as he adds new pictures. He also drew an absolutely gorgeous medicine. Look him up, chat. Look him up. Like he doesn't have too many pictures yet. Like I think he's fairly new to Twitter, but his stuff is really, really nice. I like seeing it. He's also like the only person I comment on pictures for, because I never know what to say for these types of things. But I like his art a lot, so I want to say something about it. And he responds, which is, you know, that's nice. We're buddies. We're friends now. But no, I like his art a lot, so I don't like responding to art unless I have something that I want to say about it, because I feel like, I'm sure the artist wouldn't mind just comments that are like, this is good, nice, I like this. But I feel like if I don't have something like to really, if I don't have something to say to really pinpoint what it is about an image that I like so much, I don't really want to I don't want to type anything at all. But for his art, there's so much about it that I really like that I feel like I have something to say each time. And I want to say something as well. He's only been active like a month. Yeah, see, right? Like, there hasn't been very much at all. But he's growing at a steady pace, and the quality of his work is definitely there. Like, where do these people come from, you know? Some people just aren't immediately on Twitter. They're on a different site or something. And I guess, you know, when they finally come on Twitter, they're new, but they're also not new at all. I just like his art, and I want other people to see it. That's all it is, really. That's like, really, that's the main purpose of having a Twitter account with followers. It's just that when I retweet art, that more people see it. And, you know, it's nice when my stuff gets seen, but I don't think Twitter is a good site for content creation promotion like that. It doesn't really work out as well as you'd like it to. And I understand that, but I still post about it on Twitter anyway. Twitter is definitely more orientated for artists than like, you know, video creators, I find. Unless you just create shit posts, in which case you become a popular Twitter account and you get a lot of viewers on your Twitter account. And suddenly you think that your opinion on the current state of the world matters because you get a following from making meme videos. That shit always throws me off, dude. There are accounts that gain a huge traction of followers because all they do is steal content from others and post it. And then they get a following, and then they're like, people love me. I should start posting my own opinions now on this account. It's like, bro, just post fucking memes. Just post memes. You're a theme account. Post your fucking memes. Eiki, you suck. That's the thing though, right? That's why I say all the time, content creation and stuff like that, it's luck definitely plays a part. Luck plays a part, and of course, networking. Networking is also huge. Knowing somebody, like, it's not about what you know, it's who you know. That has rung true in society for a long time anyway. And it shows on the internet as well, too. It's hard to grow from nothing. Especially with so many established things that probably do what you do, right? So you have to stand out in some way, but it's hard to do that without any assistance. So that's where networking comes in. But you know, not everybody really wants to network because they don't really care about climbing some strange invisible social hierarchy ladder. But at the same time, it creates like groups, you know? You see it on Twitter. People connect, they you know, they all bunch around the biggest artists and then they form a group. They form the group, the bully circle. So if you wrong one, you've wronged them all, kind of deal. And it's like, well, shit, that sucks. Now I'm gonna walk on eggshells with literally everyone I interact with. Because if I make enemies with the wrong guy, I've just made enemies with everybody. Isn't that fun? Thank you, Zaha, for the raid. I want to stop playing this game now, though, so Eiki, could you please fucking die? It's been almost 2 minutes. That, yep. God damn it. Nah, I don't know. But also, chat, you got, it's like, when people also gain a following, they also become immune to criticism. Because there's people who will defend them no matter what. That just happens. No one is really safe from that. It just kind of rears its head when it's the type of people who say some, like, you know, some bad shit, as opposed to just, like, people sticking up for someone. Like, calling in someone's character in question, obviously people are gonna defend that. But if you're just saying some dumb shit, then it's like, okay, well, there will still be some people who defend that. It's weird. It's really weird. There's like a fascination with humans, I suppose, with that kind of thing. Parasocial relationships and stuff like that, you know? I don't know how to really explain it. It's a very weird thing. But you see it a lot with big content creators for sure, in all different kinds of fields. And of course, some people also just try to get good with those with high numbers because, you know, you get in good with the right people and you can settle up. Cozy up to the guy with the biggest numbers, and well, congratulations. You're doing you got a good defense essentially. And it sucks to think about it like that, because when you think about it like that, it makes it seem like you can never actually interact with somebody who has a following because, you know, you just automatically assume you're doing it for some kind of gain. You're doing it because you want something from them. And I hate feeling like that. I really hate feeling like that. The idea, like, oh, if I talk to this person, it's because they have big numbers, and I like their big numbers, so I want to talk to them, so then, you know, I can get big numbers too. That kind of deal. Kind of blows. Oh, she died, thank God. 2:19. I am free. I can go and make food. I am eating tendies and curly fries once again. Get me out of here, bunny. Goodness gracious. But yeah, things can blow. That's all it is. The bigger you're following, the more sway you have in a lot of situations, which is it just is what it is. You know, you don't have to be a role model, but you do have a lot of people who now can see what you say. And it's just like, how many people actually like the thing you do, and how many people are just trying to get some free shit out of you? That would stink. Like with artists, for example. Some people seem to think that they can talk to an artist, and then after a while, when they become buddies with the artist, they can just be like, hey, can I have thing for free? Like, that's not really how that works. But then that happens to people enough times that they also kind of develop some trust issues on that. So it really sucks, because it's like, oh, somebody just likes your art, and they just, you know, they just want to tell you they like their art, but then you have this you have this intrusive thought in the back of your head, like, oh, I hope they're not the kind of person who's just trying to be like, hey, can you do a free commission now that we're buddies? I don't want to be seen as that guy. I really don't. But I'm sure it happens. I'm not an artist though, so I can't speak exactly on that front. But I am a streamer. I'm a streamer, I guess. Although I don't think I've ever had anyone try to be my friend with the... Actually, no, that's not true. There was one person. there was one person. It was very strange. Very strange. Bunny. I don't think I spelled that right. Whatever. There was one person who tried to do that. It was kind of funny, though. But no, I don't really get stuff like that. I'm sure other people do get it all the time. But artists probably get it a lot because artists offer a service, you know, and then people try to give you that for free kind of deal. But that's why when I commission people, I like to get the price out of the way right away so we both know what we're there for, and I'm not going to pull... Like, I'm afraid if I talk to somebody to commission them, they're gonna, if I don't bring up the price, they're gonna think, is this fucker gonna try and get this for free or cheap for some reason because he has some inflated sense of self-worth? No, I don't. I just want to talk price right away so then we can both agree on it and then we're good to go and you no longer have to think that. But you know, I've commissioned things before, so my reputation is perfectly fine on that front. Don't you worry. But anyway, chat, I am hungry and I have played 3 bosses. Suggestions are fine if people are looking for them, right? But it's just the kind of idea, it's like where you ask someone, like, hey, can we do a commission, but can you give me a discount or give it for free because we're friends? It's like, you don't ask for that kind of thing. If you're a friend, if you're truly a friend, then the artist will, you know, the artist will do something for you. Like they'll cut you a deal, but you don't haggle or you don't barter with a friend like that, you know. If that artist is your friend, they'll cut you a deal or something. They might not even say anything. They might just charge you a little bit less for a commission and not say anything at all. Because that's just, you know, it's just an act of kindness that they offer somebody that they like. But you don't go in expecting that. That's the thing. You just don't go in expecting that. Anyway, enough about me. Enough about me and talking about things and stuff. I need to go now. So... next time I play this game, chat, we'll be doing Chirbo. Chirbo's next, and then we're getting to some weird characters. And Yuko will finally show up after 5 scenarios.